Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. We have cleaned up the nasty business started on Novaria. Did you notice Cerberus was involved with both of the main story missions in this game? Both Pharos and Novaria had a Cerberus tie-in, so they're a pretty big deal in this game after all. I never really appreciated that, I don't think. But anyway, the Rachni infestation is dealt with, and it should only be the Queen and her new colony left to deal with. I mean, we won't have to deal with them, obviously, because she's going to take care of them, as she promised, right? Let's hope so. Anyway, the journal's pretty clean. There's only a couple of things left to do here, and these are both of the morality assignments that Hackett has now given us. So let's go and do these next. I'll start with this one, the negotiation. Admiral Hackett has asked you to negotiate a treaty with a man named Darius in the Plutus system. The treaty concerns mining rights on an asteroid rich in element 0. You are authorized to make any financial or diplomatic concessions necessary to secure mining rights to the asteroid. Alright. Meet Darius at the rendezvous point on the planet Nanuel in the Pluto system of the Hades Gamma Cluster. That is everything we need to know, so let's go. Hello, soldier. Alright, first let's finish up the scan here in the Gorgon system. If I remember correctly, the ship was over here somewhere before we scuttled it. That leaves 3 planets left. Cameron. And there's nothing really here. Next is Vectra. The heat of the gas star Gorgon is slowly blasting away the gas giant's massive atmosphere, which is visible as a long, dim tail that trails behind the planet. Yes, I am keeping up with the making sure all these planets are tidally locked. I assume that the furthest planet tidally locked would guarantee any closer planet would also be tidally locked. Wuo. Wuo is a terrestrial planet only known from scan data picked up by unmanned probes. Though over 76 AU from the blue giant Gorgon, temperatures on Wuo's orbit are still dangerously high. Only ships with very powerful heat-radiating systems can venture that deep into the system. Fortunately, Wuo is not a terribly interesting world. It has a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and methane, and the scorching surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of platinum. The world is tightly locked to Wuo, leaving the sunward side scorched, an irradiated wasteland, and the dark side a frigid and ice-crusted... Okay, this last sentence somehow managed to escape all the quality control efforts of this game. Let's reread it, with the mistakes corrected. The world is tightly locked to Gorgon, leaving the sunward side a scorched and irradiated wasteland, and the dark side frigid and ice-crusted. Yeah, dangling or misplaced indefinite article, and the game I think was trying to tease me into continuously mispronouncing this planet. Why game would you do that? Alright, we're done with Gorgon, which means I think we are now fully done with Argos Row. I may come back here just before the end game in case there's some gear I haven't yet picked up in crates, but hopefully I won't have to do that. Okay, we're off to Hades Gamma, which is over here. And there are 2 new systems here now since the last time we visited. This one here is called Plutus, and this one over here is Caicus. So let's start in Plutus, since that's where the journal tells us to go. Alright, a big asteroid belt here. And I don't see any blinkers. Varia. And nothing really here to recommend it. And next is Nanuel. This is where we want to go. Warning, level 1 heat hazard. Though it is one of the oldest entries in the star charts, Nanuel has not yet been fully mapped. It is the largest body in the asteroid belt of the blue star Plutus. Not only large enough to maintain a spherical shape, but also massive enough to retain the noxious carbon and sulfur dioxides venting from its many volcanoes as an atmosphere. Nanuel is rapidly volcanic, and the source of its great heat is also the source of its inordinate mass. Nanuel is a secondary source of element 0, coalesced around a large chunk of EZO ejected by a supernova billions of years ago. Alright, that's interesting. I mean, it is somewhat large, not really big planet size, but I mean, as a asteroid belt body, you would think it should be cold, right? But turns out that yeah, it's got its own power source. That's pretty cool. Surface conditions are extremely hazardous. In addition to the thin crust and numerous magma flows, wide stretches of the landscape are coated with slippery ash and cinders ejected from the volcanoes. Alright, yeah, it's pretty hot here. Alright, Tali and Rex are coming with me. It's because I want Team Shotgun with me on this particular mission. Alright. Alright, we are groundside. Let us start here. I want to make sure everyone's in Shredder. Tali is in Shredder and Hammerhead rounds, I think, which is okay for now, I think. Also, we have a level 1 heat hazard, so yeah, I mean, Rex has a we never found another Devlin armor for Rex. Only that one in from Eden Prime, and it's only got the one slot, so even though it's got better damage protection, I'm going to put Tali in her Liberator. Yeah, besides, she does look better in it than Rex does in his, that's for sure. Alright, let's look at the map. We have an anomaly, we have debris, and a Warlord's outpost. So that's where the treaty will go. So let's start over here and work our way clockwise around. Also, let's level up real quick. Rex has a point, which means he now has advanced carnage. Yay. So now he's giving an extra 100% damage within a radius too, which is nice. Tali has 2 points, so now she has master carnage, so she's now going to be doing 150 extra damage within 3 meters. And although I was going to do first aid for Tali to finish up the game, I'm actually going to, I mean, I so rarely use first aid, and it's so strong with that my specialization that I'm just thinking the damage reduction improvements for her is actually a better idea. So, yep, good idea. Okay, off we go. Did you notice that line in the sky as we were coming over here? Yeah. I think that must be a texture block that's not seamless there. I kind of was hoping, I mean, you can see the horizontal line, and that it would just kind of end there in the sky, and I could say, well, that's maybe a Luxor hotel on this planet, but I guess not. And I was able to interact with that thing earlier. Why can't I now? Here we go. This mercenary was carrying a League 1 medallion. There's no indication of how or where he found it. But we get to keep it, which is pretty sweet. Also, there's a crate here. Judging by the footprints in the ash, the two mercenaries were facing each other over the crate when they died. Both suffered single shotgun wounds and have a rifle close beside them. We get to take the contents of the crate. Prying open the crate, you discover a carefully wrapped, handwritten copy of one of Matriarch Delanaga's treatises. It is unlikely she penned it herself, but the flowing brushwork and intricate watercolor illustrations clearly show the hand of a master scribe. I kind of wish we could see that. Yeah, these guys didn't do so well. I guess that's what happens when you face off over a crate. They did arrive in this cool space car. I mean, assuming that they arrived together. Must have been partners or something. Looks like they left the engine running. The lights are still on. Unfortunately, we can't get inside it. We did find some goodies there. Alright, let's move on to the debris, which is in a bit of a hole here. Luckily, there's only this pool of lava in the planet. Nowhere else do we have a danger of actually burning up in the Mako, so Tali would be relieved to hear that. We found a crashed probe. Combat Optics 10. I'm not going to need that here, but it's nice to have that, assuming we don't already have it. Okay, actually we're headed up here next. Yeah, there's a little something something right there. Yeah, we've been around the block enough times to know what it is we're looking at there. I mean, yes, there's ore over there, but yeah, we have to cross a nice flat circle with bumps in it. Alright. Let's have some fun with this. I want, not me, I want Rex and Tolly in their shotguns, and I'm going to have them using high explosive rounds, just for the extra damage those provide. And then, the problem is, of course, these high explosive rounds will overheat your gun, but Carnage actually adds no heat whatsoever. So if your first shot is the Carnage shot, then you can get a second shot right away. So you get 4 shots basically of these high explosive rounds, and then we can switch them to their shredder rounds. So that should make this fight even faster than usual. That's the theory, anyway. Let's make sure everyone's using the right gun. Okay, here we go. And yes, we are leaving the operational area. Alright. Carnage. Carnage. Marksman. Right, and I heard them shoot again, so they're now overheated probably. So let's put Tali in her pistol and Rex in the assault rifle.
Turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
I'm a little busy here, Joker.
All clear.
Nice. Luckily, this ore is not outside the bounds of the operational area, though. I imagine it's really very close. Found some titanium, looks like. Alright. I'm sure glad I have this high speed thing enabled. Makes this walk a whole lot easier. Okay. On to the Warlord's Outpost. I think there's another rock we'll find right here nearby. Samarium. Alright, this is the rendezvous point for the negotiation. Let's head on inside. Alright. So before we are locked into the cutscene, we are allowed to take a peek at what the situation is here. And you can see Lord Darius is up there waiting for us to arrive. He's got a Krogan behind him. There's also, you can't really see it from here, there's also a power junction back there. That might come in handy later. And if you look around, there's enemies, Merc-style enemies all over the place. Some of them are carrying pretty decent guns, so yeah. Of course, Shepard has been playing conversationally Renegade throughout this game. She's been very helpful with quests and those that need help to bring her paragon up, but you know, when she speaks, she's pretty rough, and So this mission will feel pretty natural to her, though you'll see that there are a couple ways to play it. So let me drop a save right here so that I can show both ways. First will be the non-canon way, of course. Hello, Lord Darius.
I'd hoped the Alliance would take this meeting seriously. Instead, they send me a woman. Were you supposed to use your assets to win concessions from me? Your file says you couldn't even save the rest of your unit on a cruise. You got everyone killed.
So as always, there's a Renegade way to do things and a Paragon way to do things.
I don't believe my background is relevant here, Mr. Darius. Shall we talk?
Actually, given my rank, I'd prefer that you call me Lord Darius. Or how about your lordship, if my name is too difficult for you?
Of course, Lord Darius. Now, what will it take for these raids to stop?
These are not simply criminal raids. This was a legal military action to address Alliance trespasses. Alliance miners were illegally extracting Element Zero from an asteroid in my territory. Punitive attacks were the only appropriate response, and I demand an apology from the Alliance.
The Alliance offers its apologies. We didn't realize that you'd claimed that asteroid.
I'm pleased that the Alliance is willing to admit its responsibility for this situation. Now that clear boundaries have been established, I believe we can find a solution that benefits both sides. The miners are welcome to mine Element Zero on my asteroid in exchange for certain considerations.
We're willing to discuss that. What kind of considerations did you have in mind?
The miners will pay a reasonable fee for the right to extract and export Element Zero from my territory. In addition, they will give us a monthly quantity of Element Zero, as well as refining equipment to produce red sand.
Red sand? Urgh.
I believe we can manage that.
Excellent. Then there's only one other factor between us and an agreement. I want you to ask me nicely. It's the least the Alliance can do after I took their offer and helped them stabilize this region. Swallow your military bravado, Commander Shepard, and say please.
You want nice? Try this. Oh, this Anja want to take this so badly. Notice though what he gave away. He said he implied or stated clearly that we put him there. We being the Alliance. That's interesting.
Please, Lord Darius.
Look at these eyes.
I am asking you to work with us as a friend of the Alliance.
Excellent. After everything I've done for the Alliance, I'm glad that I'm being accorded the respect I deserve. This OSD formalizes everything. I'm certain our new agreement will be to everyone's advantage. Thank you for your cooperation, Commander. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
The negotiations with Lord Darius have been successful. You may as well head back to the Normandy and wash the taste of bile out of your mouth. I'm sure you can show yourself out. I look forward to hearing from your superiors to finalize the details of our arrangement. Yeah, so you actually don't hear him say that. I actually run upstairs to hear that. He's actually very soft-spoken when he says that particular line. Anyway, you'll notice that no fighting is going on, and if we drew our gun here, it goes up, so we can't fight them. Even if we would otherwise inspire them to go into battle, they totally ignore it. We are allowed to loot the downstairs here. However, pick up gifts from the fight. One thing you may notice, sorry, just not from the fight, just pick up the loot that's available down here. This is unusual for any warehouse that we've been in before, and yeah, this door is closed. So how did I get upstairs to talk to Lord Darius? So I had to use the console command Ghost to get through there. But yeah, there's nothing really up there. I mean, there is additional loot in the room up there, but I'm not interested in it right now. This is the non-canon playthrough anyway. Actually, what I want to do is step outside and head back to the Normandy. Let's see if Admiral Hackett has something to say about this.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, the fact that you successfully negotiated this treaty was impressive. I must say that given your earlier actions, I had expected a different outcome. But the Alliance will honor the treaty.
Okay, so Hackett kind of reveals that because he recognized or realized or noticed that we were pretty renegade, that's why he gave us this assignment.
You put Darius in power, but he was getting greedy. You wanted me to kill him.
The Alliance does not condone assassination. We would never give that order. And as it turned out, that peaceful negotiation was possible after all. This is a moot point. Thank you for your assistance in this matter, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright, I'm gonna step out again. I'm not gonna do any scanning here, and we're definitely not landing again. Yeah, and you get 8 paragon points for doing the Renegade mission in the Paragon way. Let's take a peek at the journal. You have successfully negotiated a treaty with the warlord Darius. Admiral Hackett was surprised, but pleased that you managed to solve the matter without hostilities. Yeah, Anja just could not possibly play that way. That would be so incongruous to the way she'd been playing up through now. Alright, let us make sure we're ready here. Alright, yes, yes, and yes, and I think everybody's still in Shredder. I don't trust the game sometimes. Sometimes you just want to make sure, okay, we're in good shape. Because this fight is pretty tough.
I'd hope the Alliance would take this meeting seriously. Instead, they send me a woman. Were you supposed to use your assets to win concessions from me? Your file says you couldn't even save the rest of your unit on a cruise. You got everyone killed.
Not everyone, but Tombs, apparently.
I'm not here to put up with your crap, Darius. Shall we talk, or should I just shoot you now?
You can't speak to me that way. You and your Alliance owe me, Shepard. You see this gun? This is your gun. Your military set me up here, and now it wants to pretend it doesn't know me. But I know the truth. The Alliance needed me here, so treat me with the respect I deserve!
You said we set you up. Did the Alliance give you weapons?
After the Batarians were driven out of the Verge, the Alliance wanted to stabilize the region. I had the strongest syndicate in the area. They gave me the weapons and money I needed to take over. So do not pretend we are so different, soldier. I deserve your Alliance's gratitude, not these attacks!
Someone once said that diplomacy comes from the barrel of a gun.
Now there's my Anja.
The Alliance will learn to respect me when I send them your bloody corpse!
Let's see. Someone has Master Overload, I bet. Yeah. Alright, I need you guys out of my way. Thank you. Alright. Oh, hello. Is that... Okay, I could be in trouble here if I'm not careful.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Oy, oy, oy. See, I don't think I'm going to want an area of effect lift here. Nope, not quite. There we go, that's what I wanted. Come on, I hate this cover. That's the problem with the sniper, you can't see what's coming. Alright, that Krogan's dealt with. So we got that one. Okay, Darius is dealt with.
I'm on it! I'm on it! I'm on it! I will destroy you!
I will destroy you!
Oh, you're right there.
Go, go, go!
Bad luck with my sniper sometimes.
Go, go, go!
I will destroy you! I will destroy you!
Nice job, team.
I will destroy you!
Right. Alright, let's I know, oops, gifts from the fight, and yeah, let's use that high-powered rounds again. Are you ready, Team Shotgun? Any day that ends with one less crackpot, self-proclaimed lord out on the frontier is a good one. You've earned your pay today. Millions for defense, not 1 cent for tribute. You get less XP for completing this mission this way. I mean, the actual completion, the mission completion reward is lower, but you get a lot of XP from the fighting, so you end up ahead, actually. Plus, you get to go upstairs, which has more stuff that you can do. Just the one object down here. Well, in that room, plus an upgrade kit we just walked by, and there's another one over here. Even more high explosive rounds, which we don't really need anymore. There's nothing in the hallway, just some stuff up here. Hard decryption, oh no! Not too bad. Now watch me fail, this is average decryption. Not too bad either. Now watch me fail this easy decryption, that would be the end all. Just some guns, mostly, some meta-gel, and a very important little piece over here. Now that we can actually leave here. And I think that wraps up the negotiation. Just the word from Hackett is all we need now. Oh, and I left Tali in her Devlin armor that whole time, and she didn't die. That tells you how good high level, I mean, when you get to high levels, how overpowered you really become. Anyway, there is something else to find on this planet. It's here in this kind of circular region. Yeah, believe it or not, there is a second thresher on this planet. I think it's the only one like it in the whole game. And what I'm going to do is actually go around the backside here. Yeah, that be a thresher maw nest. Alright, let's do the same thing we did last time. That worked pretty well, I thought. Everyone's in their shotguns. Let's put everyone into their... Oops, I keep doing that. He's set up, and she's set up. Okay, let's do this. Isn't it impressive I can walk down a steep hill like that? Also, notice we are once again...
You need to turn back,
yes.
Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational
Once
area.
again, Joker is not being all that helpful. Alright. Marksman. Carnage. Carnage. Alright, I heard them shoot again, so Tali and a pistol and Rex and an assault rifle, please. Yay. And once again, yeah, for some reason these two thresher maws are way outside. I mean, according to the radar, they're well outside the boundary area. But anyway, we are not getting back up there really easily, but luckily we don't have to. But I do want to take a moment here. This is a poignant moment for me because this is actually farewell to Rex, believe it or not. At least on a mission or on an assignment. This will be the last time we'll have him out on a planet someplace, or in a Mako, or on a ship besides the Normandy. I mean, so, gee, Rex, it was superb to have you along. I mean, we didn't use him quite as frequently at the end as we did at the beginning. We certainly needed a tank early on when I was weak, and it was a real pleasure to have you by my side, and I can't wait to bump into you again. I'm awful glad we were able to save you there on Vermeer. So, with that, I'm sure Rex doesn't need me getting gushy, so what am I doing? I want the map. Alright. Alright, Admiral Hackett, what do you think of the way I resolved the mission this time?
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I'm sorry that you were unable to negotiate with Darius peacefully. His death is regrettable. Nevertheless, the resulting chaos will create a power vacuum that makes future raids upon our miners unlikely.
And these are the exact same options as before.
You put Darius in power, but he was getting greedy. You wanted me to kill him.
The Alliance does not condone assassination. We would never give that order. Killing Darius was your decision alone. And because you're a Spectre, we couldn't reprimand you if we wanted to. Thank you for your assistance in this matter, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Yeah, I love that. Alright, let's step out again. So we ought to see what other reward we got here. Yeah, 25 Renegade points for... That's, of course, why in addition, why I wanted to do it this way. The Renegade mission ended Renegade, and a Renegade method means lots of Renegade points. So, yay. That puts us almost to a full bar. I mean, that is... There's one major decision left to fill that up if we wanted to, it seems to me. So, pretty good deal there. Yeah. Okay, let me drop a save. And we'll pick up the story from right here next time.